Yes, finally. After 9 months of playing iRacing, I finally have a Class B sports car racing license. This is the moment I've been waiting for. And that also means that I can race in the GT3 race, which I promised in the previous video. But did I do that? No, I didn't. Well, mainly because I don't feel like it. So yeah, until next time, Aston Martin. But I'm gonna do something better, which is the Falcon Sports Car Challenge, a 30 minutes multi-class racing, basically. Well, I've never actually done any multi-class racing before, at least not in iRacing. Despite it being my favorite, well, sometimes feels like a horror game, especially when you're racing in a lower class. Like one moment you're fighting very hard with your own class, then the next second, when you're too carried away, there's an LMP3 or an LMP1 just appear behind you or beside you, like out of nowhere, and just sort of jump scare you and just drive away. And another reason is that, what do you mean by out of those 12 weeks, only Autumn Park is free? Well, for the rest is not included in the base game. Eh, iRacing. Not every family is making banks. And in this race, I'm gonna race under the M4 GT4. I figured it's easier for me to learn all the multi-class knowledge and racecraft under this car because it's slower. Plus, the only thing you have to do is just give way to the higher class and try not to block them as much as you can, and while not lose too much position. And another reason is that because I don't own the Legion, so I can only make content from this car. And we are racing on the bike layout of the Spa Francorchamps. It's pretty much the same as the Endurance or the Grand Prix layout, with turn 11 slightly different, and so I'm quite comfortable racing in this track because I'm already familiar with Spa, especially in the GT3 or the Formula 4, so I don't need to relearn all the tracks all again with the braking points or the throttle points. I just slightly adjust them from how I usually do in a GT3. So I did this race without much practice and absolutely no analyzing or lap time comparison in Garrett 61 or whatever. I just want to try my first hand experience on the multi-class racing and not stress me out too much. Plus, my guts tell me it's fine, so just go for it. And for the first qualifying, I'm gonna qualify 22nd overall and minus the 12th LMP3, which basically means I'm gonna start from 10th place for my own class. First lap usually should be very chill, at least for multi-class racing, because the LMP3 is nowhere to be seen. So you don't have to worry about trying to give way to them or try to avoid blocking them as much or even worry about them putting you in the wall for being too aggressive. You just have to focus on racing with your own class. So by right, it should not be too stressful. But for my case, for the first lap, I'm gonna be a little bit deep position because I'm gonna go for a very nice overtake over here. But the fight's not over because Posey is gonna keep up with me very very tightly. He's determined to get back his position, and he's gonna give me a little bit hard time on the inside, which jump scared me a little bit, and I didn't handle properly. I just put my cars under the gravel. So yeah, this is going to be a very good race. I can smell it. I never know how those pro drive on this track. I never compare my lap time with that on Garrett 61, but we should be fine. I mean, I know I'm slow, but I'm definitely not that slow anyway. Dude, am I high? I think the Mustang's getting closer. Dude, I'm not high. The Mustang is indeed getting closer. Dude, our speed through Redland is insane. Like, the gap is so big. I really need to go on Garage 61 and like there's something I do wrong. There's definitely something I do wrong. Don't tell me you take ear rods flat out, man. Like, I may be dumb, but this thing is definitely not flat out through ear rods. Definitely not. On lap 4, I can already see my first ever picture encounter in my rearview mirror. So the key is to just fix to a very fixed line and not make any unpredictable move, because they will start at MP3 and of course there will be a fault if they crash or anything, if you do anything too stupid. So over here, I'm gonna be very careful. As you can see, I brake much more than how I usually do. So obviously it slows me down a bit, so it allows the pink Porsche behind me to catch up, but yeah, that's fine. Here comes more and more MP3. I love how they are so easily recognized from the mirrors. Like, they can be super far away from you and you will just see the tiny dots on your mirrors and you can go, oh, there's an MP3, I should let him pass. Like, because they are so much lower and also a bit wider than the regular GT4. And there's more. Already went, and there's another one behind me through this bus stop chicken, which eventually I should let him pass because of course I have to do that. And let me just get out of my way. Yoink. There he goes. Slow and easy. I really need to go on the Gear 61. Like every time if there's a car chasing me through air rush, they always pass me like, without any effort. There's definitely something I do wrong. This is so funny. This made me looks like I just bought this game yesterday. So while this green beamer is busy making mistakes, he didn't realize that a storm is coming. As I starts to chase up to him and pressure him into giving me his position, which we both fight very hard for it, especially on this past top chicane, which I almost ended his race, but luckily didn't, because I don't really want that to happen. And there's another MP3 coming up already, so I'm just gonna let him by. And this MP3 actually helped me a bit because he managed to block the green beamer through the exit of T1. So it feels like a responsible mother who breaks up their children whenever their children are fighting. And this fight is not gonna end as I'm gonna continue chase the green beamer through the very end of the race. So yeah, he defend very well. His pace is quite nice, and I still makes a bit of mistake, which didn't allow me to take his position. And both of us gonna finish this race very smoothly and very safely, with my safety rating still very safe from getting demoted back to C class. So win is a win. I'm gonna finish this race in 21 place overall, which is around 9 place in my own class. Now at this point, you would thought that this whole video is going to be about multi-class racing, but no, I only did one race of this series for the entire week, because I was actually busy packing my luggage on that very same day. As I'm going away for like 3 to 4 weeks. So basically 1 month of no iRacing and 1 month of no content. So yeah, that also means that I lose like 10% total value of my 1 year subscription. But that's another story. But so it's a very tight schedule. I can't wait for like 1 hour, 2 hours in between for another race. And obviously there's not enough video content for me to extend my video. This video is too short for me to make content. So I'm going to put in another clip of my gt4 race. It's basically on the same track but without the leisure. So yeah. Lucky or not, enjoy. This time I grow smart, so instead of just trying to blindly guess where to brake later and where to throttle more, I spent around 20 minutes in Garage 61 to compare my lap times with the elites, which helps me a lot, but I'm now currently roughly 2 seconds faster than the previous race. So it's a huge progress, I mean especially on Aeroch, where in the previous race I keep getting overtaken for being too slow, so yeah, it's very crucial for me to use this kind of software like Garage 51 to trying to keep up with the faster guy, so that I don't get overtaken so much in the race. And for this race, I qualified at 2 minutes and 37.8, which earns me a third place on the starting grid. I just saw the black cars in front set lap time of 2 minutes 25.9, which is a bit concerning, but I'm not. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm not aiming to win, so so it doesn't bother me that much. And the good thing is the cars beside me right now, the Team Bilston guy, has almost the same lap time as me, also 2 minute 27-ish. So both of us should be fighting very hard for the second position. And because although I know that the guy in front of me is like super fast, but I'm gonna try my very best to try to keep up with him and just see where's the opportunity so that when it comes, I'll just snatch it and overtake him and pick the first position. And I'm very lucky because within this first lap, he will eventually make a tiny bit of mistakes, gets a little bit oversteer, which he was forced to go out of the tracks a little bit. So yeah, iRacing is very punishing. So because of this off track, he has to serve some penalty. He has to slow down, which allows me to overtake him and get the first place. Honestly, I'm quite happy to lead this race, but I know this guy behind is super hungry to get back his position. So it's very hard for me to defend, especially when I'm like 2 seconds slower than him each lap. And I know that it's very hard for me to maintain this position until the end of the race. Of course, unless he makes a lot of mistakes during the race, but by just looking at his lap time, I don't think he's that kind of person who just make mistake for no reason during the race, unless of course the previous one. But we should be good. He's pulling away from us. I can see from rearview mirror there's also a Team Bilston guy pressuring him. So yeah, I should not. Oh, He hit me. I can feel it. He just hit me. Yeah, that's an indicator that he's very hungry for my position. Yeah, I have to be in a very defensive position every time I enter a corner. I have to go in the middle, otherwise he'll just overtake. I know he will eventually just overtake me. Like it's not like a very hard job for him, but I'll just try to defend him as much as I could. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. I can see from the mirror. He's super close to me right now. This is bad. This is really bad. I'm so scared right now. He just catch up to me within one lap. There's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do. He's like super fast than me. So, I'm not gonna defend that much. I'm just gonna let him by. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna let him by. Like, there's no point. Try to forcefully just hold him off. I think they'll end up very bad for both of us. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. My main goal is just finish this race and just try to learn as much as I could. Winning is not my main goal, so that's the mentality. And then going side by side through Eurolodge. One thing I like about this guy is that he's super clean. Because I think he's super fast, so of course he'll know what he's doing. So I can just trust him completely when going side by side through the corner. And because of our little fight on the Eurolodge, the team Busan guy just have a little bit of advantage and catch up to both of us. Okay, he overtook me, but yeah, it's possible for him to overtake the black car. And for some reason, I think he makes a bit mistake, so I get back to the second position. Eventually, this Team Houston guy is gonna catch up to me, and he's gonna fight very hard for the second position, which I also defend very hard for it. And both of us are gonna spend quite a good amount left just chasing each other down for the second position. And I can see that he's super desperate to take it back by just losing it to me on the first lap. And like despite for the first few laps, which have to chase down the black cars for quite a few laps, this guy spent more than half the race just chasing behind me and just pressuring me on the mirrors. And I'm not kidding when I say this because he's not like those just normal distance behind me. He is just chasing super close to me, which is like 1% or 2% length. So like you can imagine how much pressure I have during the race because I am constantly thinking about I have to defend this guy, otherwise I will just drop down to third. So I hope the race ends right now, right here. Like look at this guy, he just keep pressuring me on the mirror. Like I'm so close in making a mistake at this point, which I don't want that to happen. I have to keep maintain my pace. Uh, yeah, I have to just maintain on the middle of the track during enemy corner entry. Otherwise, this guy will overtake me. Like, I can't even run wide. Just this oddly familiar. Like, I remember I also have to fight a guy in the Advanced Master Cup, which also has a team built livery, which both of us fight for quite a few amounts of lap. So I can say that if I have a nickel for every time I fight with a guy with a team built livery on it, I will have two nickers, which isn't much, but it's just weird that it happens twice, and both of these moments happens to be made into a video. So it looks like this is my fate. My fate is just to fight with people who raced with the team built livery. Oh, I think I'm good. Yeah, he's pulling away from me, so we should be good. This is the final lap. As long as I maintain at this pace without any stupid mistake, I should end this race with second position. So this is good. Oh, I run wide. This is the worst moment. This was the worst moment. Like I got slow because I run wide. He has a chance. He has a chance on this bus stop chicane. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He hit me. 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 This is like the cars, the finishing scene from the Cars movie. I don't even know who win. I don't even know who should cross the line first. Well, I got third place. I can't complain much. I finished this race same as the position I started with, and the guy fight very hard for it, and of course I defend very hard for it too. So yeah, I think that's it. It's a very good race. So I won't be upload very soon. So I don't know how long. God knows how long, but I'll be seeing you very soon. And Happy New Year.